Bette Midler issues a non-apology after firing off a mean tweet about West Virginians.
Bo Copley, coal miner from the Mountain State, here to react. Bo, great to see you as always. Let's read the tweet for the viewers. Quote, what Joe Machin, who represents a population smaller than Brooklyn, has done to the rest of America who wants to move forward, not backward, like his state, is horrible. He sold us out. He wants us all to be just like his state, West Virginia. Here's the key line: poor, illiterate, and strung out. Bo, what was your reaction when you first saw that?
I think my first reaction was, bet who? Don't really recall anything that she's done too significant here in the last little bit. But, you know, I don't think a lot of West Virginians are losing sleep over it. The only thing we lose sleep over is getting up early and heading out and going to work. So.
Okay, and Bo, first off, coming from a girl who is from a long line of coal miners on both sides of my family, I commend you for what you guys do. But I do want to talk about Joe Machin for a second. You said that you agree with the opposition to the BBB legislation, and it is something the majority of people in West Virginia asked for. But do you think that perhaps he is just doing this to get reelected? Because it seems like it might have been a little bit of a different situation when President Trump was in office.
Oh, absolutely. I may be a little jaded on the subject. I actually ran for Senator Manchin's seat back in 2018. You're looking at a guy who spent 4+ years opposing the people of this state and what they wanted and fighting President Trump on everything he did. And now you have him fighting against a president who he supported in opposition to President Trump. So is it more him giving us what we want, or is it more of a chance for him to stay in the limelight? And for me, that's what it looks like. It gives him the opportunity to reposture himself going into an election, trying to make himself look better. We're coming up on 2 years out of re-election time. So is it really trying to do what we want for once, or is it just trying to save face and save himself for re-election?
Well, let me get in the second Midler tweet, the quote-unquote apology one here. I apologize to the good people of West Virginia for my last outburst. I am just seeing red. Joe Machin and his whole family are a criminal enterprise. Is he really the best West Virginia has to offer its own citizens? Surely there's someone there who has the state's interest at heart, not his own. I know you said you ran for that seat, but I want to broaden this out a little bit in the 45 seconds we have remaining. How tiresome does it get that these liberal blue staters just simply think their way of life is so much better than yours?
Well, you know, it does get tiresome. They have the platforms. They're the people that can get their tweets read and for people to react to. But honestly, we know deep in our hearts the things that we do here in this state really drive this nation far more than someone like Bette Midler or Hollywood liberal elitists. And, if she really feels that way, the way I look at it, I'm sure that there are way more people in this state that could do her job than any of these jobs that she could possibly do. So I would throw that gauntlet down and say, you come do what we do and see how well you do at it, or give us a chance to do what you do. And I promise you we could do better at what she does.
Well, seeing what you guys do, it's not easy.
Yeah. Bo, that's a great point. Bo Copley, no fan of Rochelle. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, sir.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.